All right, this is the final morning brew. I hope everyone's doing well today. I did want to apologize for how abruptly I ended the morning brew this morning. So I decided to do a final morning brew. I do want to thank several people who have been there throughout the time this has been going on. Yvette, Berto Prey 5, Kronos, Uh, gosh, so many more. Um, I'm going to be, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Um, but I will not be going on Burger Prey 5's uh, Monday or Friday streams. So if anyone writes a Dear Bob claiming to be me, yeah, it's not me. Although I am writing one today, and it will be from me. I will make it clear it is from me. It will be the only one that I write. Now, if anyone wants to ever watch this, that's fine. If not, then you know, I know it won't actually be missed. Um, People are telling me that this is necessary for the community and how people like me, and you know what? I just don't feel it. Um, I do from a few individuals. Um, but after what happened on the show this morning, I, as a whole, no, I don't believe it. I mean, why would somebody claim to be a friend, claim to be a part of the community, and go, oh, hey, I'm going to write Dear Bob's in your name, knowing that it pisses you off? Yeah, that's really caring and supportive. No, that's being an asshole. That's being a jerk. And yeah, anyone who does that, yeah, go fuck off. I really don't care. I really don't care. So yeah, I'm giving up watching Bird of Prey 5 on Mondays and Fridays. Thank you. So yeah, no Dear Bops for me. I'm not going to be watching them. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm not even going to encourage anybody to write them. I'll be writing one, and that's it. And after that, I'm done. I will never write another Dear Bob again. I will not encourage anyone to write them. I was trying to get it to be, more fun, not all this bullshit that's been going on recently. But no, I'm done with them. I'm done with them completely. Um, like I said, I don't know if anyone will ever hear this or not. And at this point, I don't care. I really don't. Uh, Morning Brew is dead to me. Um, I would rather find other things to do with my time. Um, and people know or should know that Tuesday is the hardest day on me. Um, and they pick this day to be assholes. And quite honestly, I'm done with it. I'm sorry, Bird. I'm not going to be watching you on Monday or Friday anymore at all. I'm going to write a Dear Bob. probably as we're on this show. But after that, and I'm going to make sure it's absolutely clear it's from me. And hey, Kronos. Hey, Bird. Welcome to the final morning brew. Yeah, I've had it. I've had it completely. I'm done. But I did want to have at least one final actual morning brew, particularly since the way things ended before. And good morning, Catman D.D. Myers. And hello, Bird.
Hello, world. It's Birdo by 5. Kapla. One final morning brew.
Yep.
So we'll send the show off with a bang.
Yep.
I'm going to do my uncensored comedy routine.
Yep.
I'm kidding, of course.
Oh, absolutely. No, you're welcome to do anything you like. I don't care. Don't care. In fact, not only am I not going to have a morning brew, I'm going to delete every single one of those images I have for the morning brew. They're gone. I don't want it anymore.
Okay, I'm going to start streaming Debbie Does Dallas.
That's fine.
We'll go down in flames.
Go for it. And we have Deej, the voice of reason, and Darren Wagner.
What the hell's going on?
Bird has a copy of Debbie Does Dallas?
Everybody does, doesn't
man.
they?
I don't.
Oh, that's right. I remember. Yeah, it was issued to us all in 1988. I remember that now. Yeah. So how's your pain level this morning, Captain Trek?
Oh, right now it's at about a 6, but the way things went on the morning brew, well, the first one, I decided that's it. I quit the stream at that point and was ready to just go. And I've talked and I've realized, yeah, I'm done with this. I just wanted to have an official final morning brew, and that's all.
No.
Let's see. Okay, who did you have on here? Sorry, go ahead.
I was on. I was on Tim and B. Milton. There was 5 of us. Captain, me, and B, Milton, and Tim.
Well, usually,
the 5.
Usually, Bird tends to cancel out NB. So
no, the problem was it all started with the Dear Bops. So I might just have to get rid of Dear Bops.
Oh, okay. What happened on Dear Bob?
No. No, Price says no.
No.
Somebody signed Captain Trek's name to a fairly innocuous Dear Bob.
They've been doing it several.
Right, but you understand, sessions. Captain, I know it's not really you. I jokingly say, oh, this is Captain Trek. I mean, I know when somebody signs their name to a Dear Bob, I know it's not really them. And I'm sure most people understand that.
Hell, most Dear Bops are not sent by the person that are being claimed
exactly. I mean, nobody would sign. It's an anonymous thing, except for Yosef, who signs with 205.
Correct.
Nobody usually, if somebody signs a Dear Bob, it's a clear sign that they're probably using a fake name. That's true. I could read the Dear Bops and not read the names. We could just force it to be anonymous, even if they don't choose to be. That could be a rule from now on. Right. Unless it's a positive, then we can read the message. But
we all know I signed some of mine Michael Hunt.
Yep.
Well, Mike. Just to get Bird to say those two words together.
Or Benjamin Dover.
Rock Solid says, I have one or two salty assholes ruining it for everyone. I highly doubt. I just don't think so. I don't think it's who you think, Rock Solid.
No.
Frankly, I don't think he has the time to write as many.
The only thing Bird has to learn how to do is to scroll down a letter first and see who it's signed by before starting to read some of those outlandish ones.
I did start on some of them, I noted.
Yeah, except for that one yesterday.
You got someone in the back, Cap, do you know? You know, but that's fine.
No, I was writing my official Dear Bob letter that I said I was going to write. And yeah, LDG.
Say hi to my package. It looks like a long Twinkie to me. It's very hard. It's very hard.
Wow.
So, the last brew?
Yep.
Yeah. Woo!
And
At least I got to make my mark. What's going on, guys?
Your skid mark. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, though, at least we can say that I actually had a short stream this morning.
You had a stream? I didn't get a notification for that shit.
Yeah.
Lasted a whole
Oh, right there.
minutes.
36 minutes ago. What the fuck?
Well, nobody was on at
cooking my
that time,
breakfast.
so I figured I'd jump on, and then Cap came back on, so then we shut my stream down and came over here.
Oh, why did you do that? God damn it.
Because you were on, dork.
Yeah, because
We come
Cap
to
likes to do that every now and then.
We come to support you.
Not sure why. This is
Hell, all I was doing was showing tornado videos and pictures from last night. It was nothing big.
Oh, and what's
did
this about the obvious you guys were talking about? Yeah, so if anybody signs a deer bop, it's obvious not that person. No shit, Sherlock. That's like 9 times out of 10. It's never signed. I never signed mine. What's the fucking point of signing it? And then you got people in the chat saying, that's not from me. Well, of course, he knows it's not from you. All right, common sense people. If you want to talk to Bird, well, besides being able to find him in the backstage, you have access to him outside of Dear Bob. All of you do. Getting your panties in a tightwad over the stupid Dear Bop episode is pointless. Seriously, pointless. Like, come on, guys.
no. Let me make sure.
It's supposed to be fun and shit. I mean, it's don't ruin it with like all this serious shit.
I'm done. Like I said.
You're done. You're done as done as done. I'll tell you when you're done. This whole fuck you if you write my name to a Dear Bob. Who gives a fuck?
Oh,
Who gives a flying fuck?
Actually, the fact that I'm no longer going to be watching on Monday and Friday, yeah, I don't care.
You know what? Bird's like crack. You can't stay away from him long. You might want to quit because it's crack, but it comes back to you, and you'll end up watching. So,
Joseph, I don't know if you're still listening or if you're listening again, But I definitely did read the twins one. Now that I remember it, it was it was triplets. Never mind.
Who's that one from?
I don't know. I didn't look. Oh, Mike. That was Mike. Do you know it's very hard to get very hard? Believe me, I know.
You check your top or your most recent message?
I'm not gonna read it till Monday or Friday.
Okay.
That would be skipping ahead.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the one that was signed by Captain.
Oh, there was one signed by Captain.
That's what started all this.
Can't you just search Captain?
I could, but that's too easy.
What?
Yeah, too easy. Don't go with too easy.
To what?
To LDG.
So you're playing fucking Minefield, just randomly clicking shit?
No, it's not random. It's
Hey, there's mine.
one of these.
Hey, there's mine. Yeah, I wrote that. Fucking shit. Are you fucking kidding me?
You got back from Scandinavia. You see, I knew.
Yeah, that spelling is way too good to be me. Yeah. And I don't use hyphens in my words.
And
I did believe the boyfriend thing, but
yeah, my boyfriend's still alive. Yeah, he's not dead.
And come on, people. We know that I could never hook up with triplets, so we knew that wasn't by me either.
Well, no.
Especially not after I saw the triplets.
Yeah. Playboy. Yeah, we know that's not me.
Oh, boy. So, did I say I watched...
Good morning, Rock Solid. Good morning,
Hey, Rock. Sorry I missed you, man. I said I was cooking breakfast and...
Okay, like this probably wasn't Jedi Bill.
ALDG.
No, it wasn't Jedi.
Pay attention to the
He
toilet.
said it like 9 times in chat. What?
So pay attention to the toilet.
Yeah, sorry. Pay attention to the toilet, LDG. What about it?
Think long and hard about last night.
Long and hard. Last night, we had the Suicide Squad. Oh, yeah, the toilet joke in Suicide Squad.
Dumbass.
Okay, not exactly related, but except for the toilet. Where's
the one from Captain?
Dude, use the goddamn search parameter, please.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You should have had this pulled up like hours ago. Spelled correctly.
Too many tabs open.
Too
many tabs open.
That's Cap MDB.
No, that's not it. The email's gone.
How is the email gone?
I don't know. It's just not there.
Did you delete it?
No, I didn't delete it.
No, I know you didn't. I'm fucking with you, but how the fuck could it go away?
How was there ever an email?
Check the stream. I mean, wouldn't it be cool? Like, check the stream, unless you're like having a stroke right now.
We all
Here,
did.
I'll check it.
Email, right?
I'll check it. I'll check it.
Oh, dear Bob.
Yep.
1 second. All right. Give me a second. I'll find it in no time. Bird of Prey, the 9th. Here we go. Okay. I bet you I find it before you.
On it. Could I be
crap,
wrong?
let me,
Yes.
There we go. Okay. All right. So there was one signed Captain Trek at the bottom. Okay. There's Deej's triplets. Damn, they're fucking hot.
Does it have a day and time or something on it?
Jedi Bills. Was it after or before Jedi Bills?
That's what I'm asking you. Did you
I have no clue.
Not?
I don't remember an email that had Captain Trek's signature yesterday.
Yeah, I don't even remember one having Captain Trek last night.
Wasn't there? Isn't that what started this?
I was sure there was.
Not that I know of. Unless Captain Trek's the one that needs to tell us.
I don't remember one being signed by Captain Trek.
Bombs in my face. All right, burned with no hair. Dear Bob, I think my cat is trying to kill me. Okay.
The only thing I remember, hold on, the only thing I remember yesterday involving Captain Trek was there was a message about the polka dot man.
Yes, that's it.
Life of Matthews, partnership, Red Media.
So that one was signed by Dot.
Salty. Dots right here. Hi, Bob. David Blah, whatever the fuck. I'm a polka dot man. Suicide Squad movie, in fact.
What was the day and time?
It was yesterday. At 1:32.
1:32.
Yeah, it's yesterday's Captain Trek. There it is, right there. At 1:32:26. Or do you just want me to share the link with a timestamp? It might be easier. Here, copy, paste.
That's 13:32.
There it is. There's the Dear Bob. So it was let's see here. You were so sincere and loving with your support for the character, and that you liked him. Oh, no wonder did they spell Captain wrong?
1605. Okay, it was 1605. So
Here, I know that Captain Trek and Gary at Rock Solid have asked me for autographed photos and more, particularly much more from Gary, but I have refused. At any rate, expect your intro video file to arrive later today. Dots.
hi, Bob. I'm David Dashmallis here.
Yep.
Hey, I'm Polka Dot Man in the new Suicide Squad movie. None of those other nerd losers have anything like this. Don't worry. I know that Captain Trek and Gary at Rock Solid have asked me for my autograph, photos, and more, particularly much more from Gary. But I have refused at any rate. Okay, so that's where Captain Trek came into it.
Yeah, but
it wasn't signed by
him.
Well,
right, but also I assume
last time Fridays did have, and yeah, we're not. Yeah, that's done. So yeah. Well, you have a Dear Bob that's actually from me.
Do you want me to read it now?
No, because then you won't be reading it on Friday.
I can read it on Friday too. It's up to you.
It ruins the fun. I want spoilers. I don't want spoilers.
Oh, Mister, I don't want spoilers.
Mm-hmm. There are no spoilers.
You know what? When it comes to Captain Trek, I'm going to make an exception. Because I have a feeling have a bigger impact.
There wouldn't need to be spoilers if LDG would just pay attention to the toilet.
Okay, you know what? You know what you could pay attention to? This. Pay attention. Close attention. Okay? Right there.
Thank you. I know I'm not.
Everything you need to know, right there.
Number one. I'm all right with that.
Okay, there were 2 Dear Bops I never read at the end of last week that I just threw in the archive because I figured they were going to just have no bearing come Friday. So one was somebody pretending being Neon Visual, saying, "Dear Bob, I was going to remove the strike from Salty, but after seeing his apology video," I did read that.
You read that one. And that one got you triggered, and that's why you were like, "I'm out of here. That's not funny."
Then I removed it from my head. And then from Rock Solid, actual Rock Solid. I'm done with whoever is sending these Dear Bops, taking stupid shots at me. You and I both know who I think the individual is. I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either. I know who you think it is. I have a feeling I know who it is, but that isn't the one.
Said to Kurt Vonnegut back in school, F me, Vonnegut. You know what? F you.
I've been finding some really cool stuff to think about lately on YouTube. Isn't it cool? Like if you take like a pack of like anything, you take anything, and you spin it across its sides, it'll spin perfectly. But the second you spin it on its long side, it has to flip. Do you notice that? No matter how perfect you try to get it, it still flips. Like it won't like flip perfectly. It'll spin and flip on the other side. Like try it right now. If you got like a pack of cigarettes and hold the pack of cigarettes so it's like long ways and just try to flip it so it doesn't twist when it flips. So it's a perfect one axis flip. You can't do it. It's impossible.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But if you do it from the long end, you can do it all day long. But if you do it from the if you do it from the short end, I mean, so it's like a log, like turning a log, it'll flip perfectly. But the second you hold something out the long way, like holding a stick out, like the long way, and you try to flip it that way, it'll twist before it comes back to your hand. Just try to do a single flip.
People, this is what happens when you try to overanalyze WandaVision. You get this, folks.
You start analyzing cigarette packs, yeah.
No, I mean, it's interesting shit.
Hey, look, kissing Dax.
All right, I'll give you a link so you can see what I'm talking about.
That's interesting shit.
That is far more interesting.
Bah.
LDG, were you dropped as a child? Just
multiple times.
Okay. Oh, sorry to bring it up.
No, thanks.
And now
like
send LDG out the right way.
Like this?
Bitch! I approve of that message.
There you go, Cap. Now, this is more interesting than what LDG just said.
Yeah.
Agreed. Agreed.
Oh.
Eastland wants Gangster Kirk.
I don't have Gangster Kirk, but I do have Kirk's fighting styles.
No, I would like to know who's doing that.
The problem is you'll never find out because the ones that are being the meanest are the ones that have no guts to say anything.
needless to
Now
say.
Tim is trying to double fist people. Way to go, Tim.
What? What do you mean?
With the
It'll come up.
exception of one
Oh, that one.
on Friday, which I had actually planned to be on the stream on Friday to listen in. I have written one earbot message. I put that it was from me. That's it.
Of course,
done.
LDG's down below still going anytime now. Are
Well-
you done talking about flipping cigarettes, damn it?
We don't promote smoking on this channel.
I don't care who smokes or what they smoke.
I'm just kidding.
Smiling faces. Oh, never mind. Damn it, Eastland, now you have that song stuck in my head.
They're now set to private. Oh, that's great. You know, funny thing is, if it's not him, he's making a stupid move. And yes, there are going to be people that are saying I'm making a stupid move by having a final morning brew.
Here,
I'm
here.
done with it.
No,
I'm
you're
done
not.
with it. Done with this
No, you're
shit.
not.
I'm
you're
done
not.
with people. Oh, hey, I'm going to support you. I'm going to be there. Where the fuck are you now?
Well, you know, like I told you the other day, Cap, a lot of us don't have as many viewers right now as we usually did. It's that time of year. Hell, you got more watching you right now than I had while I was on, so.
If I'd seen you were on, I would have gone over to your channel. So you can take YouTube notifications, because, I didn't get shit.
I had a whole whopping at once 10 people, and then it fell back under that, so.
Let's see here now. Let me look, make sure, just get overbooked. Oh, crap. "57 minutes ago. Damn it. Okay, what's going on?
Roxella points out, interesting perspective. He rarely gets 10 people on a live stream.
Now, that I'm surprised by. I really am, considering how large your channel is, and you're not going to be one of those who's going out faking subscribers. Yes, there are people who do. No, I don't have any proof that anyone does. But there are sources out there you can actually buy subscribers.
Yeah, I know somebody that did that. I'm not going to mention names, but I know somebody because he came to me and asked me if that was something I wanted to do, and I said no. I wasn't going to cheat that way.
That just seems kind of dumb. Buying subscribers.
No, because if you get caught, you're gone.
Yep, I sent you a Twitter message.
And the answer is yes.
Okay, just checking. Oh, the soy fields are good. Thank you, Deej. I was concerned.
Yeah. Well, you'll get your soy flakes. Don't worry, Bird.
No, please, no skunk smell this year.
Well, I can't help it. If skunk runs into
It
the damn
took all
combine.
month. Took 6 months to get the skunk flavor out of my throat.
Hey, if the damn skunk runs into the combine, it's not my fault because I'm not operating the combine. I'm only operating the tractor that.
Maybe you could put some fencing up or something.
That don't work. Skunks are good little diggers. They dig right under a fence.
Maybe you put
this
up
is going to
the
be my
wall.
last. Though this is going to be my last stream ever. It just won't. There won't be another morning brew.
Ah, so there could be a morning stew.
No,
Morning Hue?
Morning Dew?
no.
Mountain Dew?
Morning poo. Ew.
No.
It's just nasty.
And yet Bird brought it up.
Yeah.
Oh, morning chew. That's it.
Now, see, I did the morning constitutional the other day, and it didn't go over well either. So,
Or morning blue. Morning blues with Captain Track and Avery Brooks.
No. After seeing that, whatever, that you were watching with
The Captain's documentary.
yeah, that. I can say this: people holding out hope that Avery Brooks will come back. He's fucking nuts.
Yeah, but we knew that.
No. I mean, we knew that he was, leftist. I'm not talking that. I'm
talking about not so crazy. It's okay. He's an artist. That's people are expected to be.
I mean, he makes what's her name? Who plays Janeway?
Mulgrew.
Sane. Yeah, Mulgrew. Look sane. Nobody makes Marina Sirtis look sane. Stupid.
The Morning Clue with Captain Track. Buy yourself a clue and watch The Morning Clue with Captain Track.
Okay, what'd I miss?
Oh, jeez.
A lot.
Yeah.
I just stepped out to get a sandwich. I was gone for like 10 minutes. What happened in 10 minutes?
Yeah, all hell went. All hell broke loose.
Can someone explain it to me in 20 words or less?
We're
assholes writing Dear Bops and assholes on my stream.
Oh.
And we're coming up with a new name for the Morning Brew, and right now,
Well, what happened with the Dear Bops? Somebody send one? That was offensive?
They're always sending one. Somebody's a jerk and always sending some of the most offensive ones they can. Just dig at it. Nobody can have fun and just do a Mike Hunt joke.
And Curtis asked, "What's your sandwich?" Sandwich. Quote correctly.
Oh, it's an egg and cheese sandwich.
Egg and cheese. Wish I had egg and cheese.
It's a breakfast sandwich. Yeah. Do they have quick trips or quick stars in Illinois where you're at?
No.
Deej? Okay.
I'd have to go half hour to get to a quick trip. I miss quick trip.
Yes, rock solid, but I do like Camel Toe Harris. That is a fun.
I prefer Uganda and Giant. People don't get it right away.
Curtis says just egg and cheese.
Yep.
If I had any money, I could have made a trip to Casey's, or I could have went to
Now, I do have a Casey's here.
multiple other places, but I'm broke, so I can't go get that.
And it would be QUICK, quick trip.
I would have probably went.
Oh,
and
yeah.
got a
Yeah, quick. Sorry.
breakfast
Go ahead.
pizza instead.
Yeah, the Quick Trip chain in Wisconsin that's headquartered in my hometown is Quick Trip with a KWIK. And
Really?
then they bought they bought out a franchise in Minnesota, but over there it's called Quick Star because somebody else had in that state a chain of Quick Trips that spell it a different way. So, yeah. But Quick Trip, Quick Star are the same place.
They also own a tobacco outlet name. That's also theirs.
Right. But that's not a chain the way Quick Trip is.
No.
It's not very big. It's only like 2 or 3 locations from across.
Okay, thank you, Rock Solid. I was, going under the impression of QT, not whatever.
You want a lighter side comment?
I think there's still one of those in Holman. With the
I
Q.
sure as hell don't, Hector. Why the hell are you in my stream? I don't recall seeing you here.
Where'd LDG go?
How are you doing? He left because I didn't bring him right back up.
Oh.
I see Hector. Hector's been here for a while. And Jay Garrett is here now.
God, I mean, everybody's showing up. Maybe
Yeah, you got 17 watching now.
I got a little what's the word? What to use? Got some information for you, Kronos. You do take drugs. It's called caffeine. You drink coffee, it's a drug. Yes.
I can't even remember if I took my morning pills yet now.
Oh, I remember, because I'd be in excruciating pain if I hadn't.
I think I did. If I didn't, oh well.
Okay, look at the chat. What am I looking at, Curtis?
No, I think he's just telling you to look at the chat and then you'd see who all's here.
Unfortunately, I can't go back that far. Okay, let's see here. As far as back as I can go, Eastland Burkholder was here. Curtis, of course. Hector. Cool. Rock Solid, of course. Mountains of Elysium. Sorry, I missed you in the chat. Hopefully your meeting went well. Thank you for leaving a like. Simple Jack. Okay. I know that Michael T was calling you Simple Jack. You were showing up as Jack's showroom. Did you change it back, or what? Is it just a different account? And JP's is here. I'm actually surprised. Figured he'd be in bed by now. Curtis. Eastland.
And nobody really signs Dear Bob Kronos, but Kronos, there was a Jackbox game the other night that had a Kronos Jr. playing for a while.
And yeah, that's true.
Until
you are still in the what?
Until I quit playing as Kronos Jr. and started playing as myself.
Yes, that was the first game, the one I had played. I had to quit because of pain.
I was
But
attempting not to talk in the chat at all, and I was over on Chris's Twitch, so I could talk there. And then I told him to shush and not say I was around, but then he turned around and said I was around anyway, so he fucked it all up for me.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
And yes, Kronos,
Fine.
you need to pay your child support.
Fine. Kronos. And yes, it was Kronos Jr. that was playing.
But as soon as it gave away that I was lurking, I switched the name from Kronos Jr. back to Deej.
The only deer pop I ever said. I did the stupidest thing and sent it from my own email address. Okay.
Yeah, the only Dear Bop I've ever sent was about 20 minutes ago, just to test it.
Check my.
We have a whole bunch of days here, folks, that we can load up the Deer Bops so where there's 100 of them for Bird to read on Friday.
Oh, dear God, no. No.
Why, you won't be there, Captain.
No, I definitely won't be there for Friday. I'm just thinking about you in this case.
Yeah, I posted a Dear Bop as LDG's chair earlier. and then I went to go get a sandwich.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see if LDG is actually still lurking. LDG, or should I say
Pickle juice.
Pickles.
No, it's pickle juice.
Got to come up with one for Annie Trekker.
No, we
Salty Trekker. No, we don't. Like,
No.
STD. Because I call him Salty Trekker Dude.
Hemalama ding dong hema burger. Well, since Kronos says no STDs, I guess help control the Kronos population, folks. Have your Kronos spayed or neutered.
Oh, let's be nice to Kronos.
No, crabs are not an STD, Kronos. You're safe there.
That's right. Crabs are not an STD. However, lobsters are appreciated for mama prey. So,
No. In order to call Salty Trekker, you have to say something like, "Here's the thing.
Yeah, I finally left a comment on that swill too. So read it at your leisure.
No, but I've looked at it. I looked at it earlier today.
Okay.
They're only going to talk about where they think they have the strength in the discussion. They're not going to address any points that other people have.
Good morning, Super Blubberpuss.
And good morning, Super Blubberpuss. Okay.
You know what? I found out something about lore last night I never knew.
What's that?
Did you know he's bisexual?
Well, I knew that for a long time, yeah.
Well, see, I didn't know that. Nobody tells me this shit.
Well, he said it
about
in his fucking live streams before. So, yeah.
Does that change your
That's what
appreciation
made
for
him
him,
like
Beach?
DS9 so much.
It might explain why he's not so hard on Discovery.
See, that I don't understand. I don't care about the characters, what their sexual orientation is or whatever,
Oh.
but they're badly written.
Yeah, I've seen his channel go from 30 some odd thousand subscribers to 100 now. So I mean, obviously, he's not going to change course now when he's seeing that kind of growth. So I mean, expecting him to alter his behavior in any way at this point is not realistic.
I'm still trying to figure out though what the hell this is with him giving everybody wrenches now.
I don't know, because he gave me a wrench. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. He gave me a wrench, and last night while I was watching the stream, he gave Resolute Germ a wrench. He's just like handing out wrenches all over the place.
He's understood that the wrench everybody mentality is the correct one to have. I'm spreading the word.
Yes, I wrench people I know and trust, but there have been few I've had to unwrench.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
MJ, I think you're looking for Mecca.
Yeah. The Salt Vampire removed my wrench from his channel, but that's to be expected.
I wasn't. I was still expecting mine to be removed. I don't care.
Last time I checked, though, I still had one on Laura's stream. So.
I was shocked to get one. All of a sudden, because I put in the chat I was going to be writing something because I had a couple of questions.
All right, guys, I have to go to work. I will talk to you guys later.
Have fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotten the message on Discord. I'll ask. Okay. Who thinks I made the wrong decision to have a final morning brew? If you think I made the wrong decision, put in a 1. If you think I made the right decision, put in a 2.
1.
1, 1, 1, 1. Horseberg puts in a 69.
Horseberg puts in 69.
Look at all those ones.
Him and his female friends.
Look at all them ones.
I know. Fine. I'll change it.
Yeah, there is an issue, Cap.
What?
NB just said, everyone agrees with me, there is an issue. Hashtag blame Michael.
And good morning, Michael T.
Had to make sure I beat him and get the hashtag blame him out.
Oh, yeah.
Before he tries to blame me.
You could change it to the morning goo.
I don't know. Maybe you ought to stick with birds and do the morning poo. Oh, Michael's changed it to blame LTG. That works.
Yeah. It's the early morning conversation hour. We call it blame LDG.
Hashtag blame Tim.
Blame Tim.
No,
JPs, we're not doing the morning poo bear.
That would need to be over on DJ's channel. That would be, yeah.
No, we've talked him out of it, Super Blubberpuss. This is not the final morning brew now.
Fine. I'll do it.
And NB, your hashtag doesn't count because you could not spell Pooh Bear correctly.
Besides, you can't have a final show without babes, booze, and cake.
And Kronos and JP's are both sniffing glue.
Cool.
Guess I picked the wrong day to stop sniffing glue. So, just for them, I will do it. There you go, I sniffed glue.
No, you didn't.
That
Trust
is
me.
true. Also true. NB Geek can't talk right. He talks in cursive half the time. He's had too much to partake. And yes, MJ, I've seen the Tigger flag drama. But actually, I think that was a setup video. I think they just made it on purpose just to try to get conversations.
Okay.
Yeah, we can pass it and ignore it now, Michael. I think Michael needs a link to get up here so he can just talk, so the rest of us can hush up for a while.
I didn't pin it?
No. Didn't pin it. You only threw it out once.
Well, that was rude of me. Okay.
Hey, that tornado video I showed earlier of the barn getting exploded? One of the local news channels was dumb enough to pay for it and put it up.
What? Okay, well, NB says Madam Geek is going to her first civvy job in a very long time. Well, in a long time. But, now I'm going to pin the link because I didn't before.
It's been a long road getting from there to here.
All right, now I do have somebody backstage. I would have thought, oh, here's Grandpa Geek.
Cap, this was a first. I hit StreamYard link and I actually read the pro tip, and I was going to make a comment on this. No amount of lighting is going to make this look amazing. Okay, StreamYard, it's just not going to happen. Okay, the guys who made Robin Williams look like Mrs. Doubtfire can't fix this. Okay, we just have to accept.
Oh, they could. They could.
I don't think it'd be worth the effort.
It would cost a lot of money and
latex. Gotta have
latex, yes. But
maybe a trimmer, beard trimmer.
Nah, see,
I know where we're going with that one.
Well, this has been the compromise I've had to work with my wife. I keep the sides at a 5, the mustache at a 7, and I just kind of trim this a little bit, but I'm allowed to let this grow out. Which I like this because when I did actually shave this, when I did cut this off and I couldn't do that, I was such in the habit of actually pulling on this stupid thing for some reason that it just felt weird not having it available. Latex is outdated. They use silicone now. Andy, I'll
Either
take
way,
I would imagine latex is still used.
No, they still use latex. That's what that's what they were using on Batwoman's outfit, and was it Ruby Rose was allergic to the shit?
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
I didn't keep up with Batwoman, so I mean, I dropped out of the CW stuff.
Oh, I only watched like Heel versus Babyface and a couple others talk about it, and I never really watched the show. But
okay, yeah. I dropped.
That was one of the rumors that was spread around. The allergic thing, though, I think was actually true.
Could have been. Remember,
there's
wasn't it?
So many other factors though that made her that she left by that we don't really know. You know.
Well,
the big one. Was she didn't like
back injury, didn't she?
Go ahead, Pooh Bear.
The other thing was that she didn't like the work schedule. It was too hard on her. She didn't think that she was going to have to spend so much time actually working.
Oh, oh, poor baby.
That sounds like half the kids I work with.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute. You mean I actually have to work to get paid? Yeah, dude. We're not the fucking government. I thought she also got injured, like messed up her back or something.
No, she did have a back injury too, but hell, she spends most of her time on her back, so it shouldn't have affected her.
Ooh. Hoo.
Not
yeah,
untrue,
I heard about she didn't like the work schedule either. Well, tough shit. What'd you think? You were signing up for a 23 episode series. What'd you think was going to happen? You're going to work 1 day a week? What was it that they used to say in Star Trek? It was a 6-day work week or possibly a 7 out of an 8-day work week?
Possibly, yeah.
I mean, they worked like what 12 to. I remember Kate McGrew saying that one of the reasons her kids don't like Voyager is because of the amount of time it took her away from them because she was working all the time. And I can totally understand why her kids would have an issue with that. That's not a hatred of Star Trek. That's a family thing. And that's personal and makes total sense. It is
she was a single mother working 18-hour days.
Oh, that's right. She was single too. Yeah.
That's pretty rough on the kids, I'll be honest. I lost a little respect for her.
I wouldn't lose respect for her for that. I think she probably did the best she could at the time that was going on, and it was a very good opportunity for her as an actor. And yeah, it did cost her some time with her family. And, sometimes, unfortunately, actors do have to weigh that stuff.
If you're the primary parent, the only parent, then I'm sorry, you don't get 18 hours away from your kids. I understand she was wanting to grow her career as an actor, but no, your family should come first. There's other things she could have done, I'm sure.
What, not taking the job?
Yeah, taking a different acting job.
Here's an opening. Here's an opening. She could have made coffee commercials.
I was just gonna say the on-site Starbucks stand is probably open.
Actually, can you believe the fact that neither Stewart nor McGrew were ever tagged to do tea or coffee commercials?
No.
I can, because I don't think most people watch Star Trek and they would have no idea that they were interested in tea or coffee.
Maybe it's just me. But then again, I'm a weirdo.
You said it. We didn't.
Of course I said it. Somebody's got to say it.
At least I can own up to it. I'm just the odd one, so hey, I can.
Yes, but at least you can rock a bunny suit.
That's right, and I am the voice of reason.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez. I set off a firestorm, Cap, because apparently I've got over 20 plus notifications that I need to look at on Twitter. I think I'm actually just going to let that grow for a little bit.
I would too.
I like to let them percolate for a few hours, make them think I've lost interest, and then come back.
Well,
I tried to pick a fight with Gene Simmons yesterday on Twitter.
Why? Why Gene Simmons?
Because of a tweet he put up.
what would he
I
put up?
don't follow. I don't know. I don't follow Gene Simmons.
Oh, he threw up a stupid, vax thing, and he was quoting Yahoo News.
Oh wow.
Yahoo News. Yeah,
Well, that's like the fun one I got popped up on Twitter. It said news you may be interested in, and it was I don't remember the name of it, Global News or something, and then it said underneath, Chinese news media. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm absolutely gonna trust that source.
well, you never know.
Yes, I'm gonna definitely take the PRC's news.
No, I used to think Gene Simmons was fairly cool, but lately he's went off the rails too. So,
What does he do?
oh, Gene's putting up all kinds of things lately about how people should get shots and shit. And starts quoting far leftist news things.
No, I mean, what does he do? Like, what is his what occupation is he? Is he with the
Gene Simmons?
Yeah,
Front man for Kiss.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
And
I don't know
you're going to
names.
need a headset or something because you were causing the repeating sound. As soon as I muted you, I didn't want to mute you while you were talking, which is a first. As soon as I muted you, the echoing stopped. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I don't believe most news anymore.
It's kind of hard to, isn't it?
Well, there was a time where you could actually, watch the news and actually get, I don't know, news stories, not opinion pieces. And when they had an opinion piece, it was an editorial.
Yep.
And they marked it as such. But now, basically, news is nothing but editorials.
Well, the problem is too many people are mistaking news for I'll give you examples. Take Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, Don Lemon,
Opinion
Rachel
editorials.
Maddow. What's that?
They're all opinion editorials.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. That's where I'm going with those. Those aren't news outlets. They're all editorial and opinionated.
Hey, Cam.
Hey, Cam. Some of them actually admit their editorials, and some of them try to pass themselves off as legitimate news. Brian Skelter is definitely one, in my opinion. He tries to come off as he says he's a news guy. It's like, no, dude, you're an editorial opinionated guy. Just admit it. That's the problem. Well, yeah, he's a moron too. But my point is, well, I'll be honest with you. There's been a lot of time, and this is the conservative guy talking here. I think Sean Hannity, more often than not, is an idiot.
Okay. I have to ask, how did Johnson & Johnson lie about baby powder for over 50 years?
Yeah, I want to know because I still use that stuff in my shoes.
Because they didn't tell you it was made with real babies.
Damn, dude. Jeez.
Oh, that's like saying we should go after Johnson & Johnson for baby oil because it's not made out of real baby oil.
But it is. They squeeze them first and they get all the oil out, and then they take it after the oil's out, then they make it into powders.
God.
Blubberpush, you really had someone say that to you? That's funny.
Let's see. Now, I had an idiot tell me the other day that CNN wasn't biased. What?
See,
Okay.
I've been listening to Joseph way too much. That's why he knows I stole the answer.
By the way, ask who their drug dealer is.
CNN publicly admits they're biased now. They don't give a shit.
Well, okay.
They all practically admit it now. They don't care.
Well, if you look at their lineup, I mean, just look at any lineup. Look at Fox News. And this is always the thing that annoys the shit out of me with people is they always assume I get all my information from Fox News. I don't even watch Fox News. I rarely use them as a source because I know it's a biased media. Yes, it's a biased media on my point of view, but that still makes it biased and doesn't always make it right. I mean, I used to listen to Sean Hannity, for example, always talk about this classification up above top secret. And I always want to call him up and say, would you please stop fucking saying that? There is no classification above top secret. There is top secret and there are different compartments or flavors of top secret, you dumb shit. I wanted to fucking lose it when shit like that would pop up.
What spelled it out for me, the final nail in the coffin for me as far as like any of our major news media, when Rush Limbaugh died and all the left media circles started dancing on his grave, that to me, that was it. That's it. I'm like, I'm not going to give them my time ever.
No.
Not even to criticize them. It's not even worth it anymore. Because I mean, I don't care whether you like the guy, hate the guy. I'm not a Rush Limbaugh fan. I only time I ever listened to him was like back in the 90s when I hung out at my friend Mike's house. He watched him all the time. And that's the only time I ever took a gander at him. Nobody deserves being, especially when they died, deserves being beaten down by their opposition. They're dead. Well, how much further down can they go?
Yeah, that was
bullshit.
I mean, I remember going to a friend's house who watched it, and I would start every time he would say something wrong, I'd make fun of it.
Yeah.
Or it's like, okay, no, you're wrong. But anytime he made a point that I agreed with, it's like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to listen to in the tractor this year, picking corn.
Well, I listened to Rush quite a bit when he was on local radio, and once I got Sirius XM, his time show, which was for where I live, 12 to 3, conflicted with this guy I listen to now, Andrew Wilkel, and I decided, he was more my area, more my flavor of conservatism that I wanted to listen to, so I would predominantly listen to him more. But Rush had good points. Rush had bad points. I mean, nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. But yeah, when they all lost their shit at the State of the Union for him getting the Medal of Freedom, it's like, the guy's dying of cancer. He ain't got that long to live. Is this really? Well, and then he died shortly thereafter.
Here's the other thing that they're forgetting is that, before Rush Limbaugh, there was only like one or two other radio personalities that gave conservatives an outlet. He actually started the trend of conservative outlet. Yeah, conservative media outlet. So he deserved that Medal of Freedom as far as I'm concerned, because before that it was all one direction. You didn't hear it any other direction. It was bullshit.
And I mean,
so I give him that credit. I give him that credit any day of the week.
Well, yeah, you're right about that. Yes, most of, actually all of radio talk shows for that point were left-based media. Now, at the time, it was more left-based central, not, this extreme we're seeing a lot of this, but Rush was the one who was the guy. He was the only guy at that time, very early on, who had the counterpoints, and he was an inspiration for a lot of people like Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, Will Cal, David Webb, and stuff. I mean, a lot of them attribute one of the reasons why they were able to do this is because he started it out. He was the pioneer who laid the groundwork.
I'll throw a name out there.
To answer Cam and MJ Garrick, no, I'd forgotten about the class action lawsuits about the Johnson & Johnson baby powder stuff. You're right.
Oh, yeah, I did forget about that. Now that
I
makes sense.
don't even know if I knew about that. What was that about?
I don't remember.
They were making them with babies.
No, it had carcinogens in it.
Oh, see, now that doesn't surprise me. Oh God!
And I'm going to throw another name out there. I'm going to throw another name out there that'll trigger a lot of people. But he got his career started because he liked Rush, and that was Glenn Beck.
Yeah. Man, we play Cards Against Humanity on Friday nights on Chris's channel, and that game has a lot of Glenn Beck cards.
A lot.
It's like, holy crap! What did Glenn Beck do to these guys?
You know what Glenn Beck did to him? He triggered him because he kept pointing out about spooky dude George Soros.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't all he did. That wasn't all he did.
But
I will give him credit. He stood by his convictions about Trump throughout the entire election. It cost him a lot of fans. Cost me, actually, because I really didn't. But I gave the guy credit for standing by his conviction. I didn't beat him up for it. I just okay.
Was he pro or against Trump? I don't know.
He was very anti-Trump in the campaign. He was very anti-Trump.
Well, that's not unpopular, though. And there was plenty of conservatives that didn't like Trump. I'm conservative. I'm predominantly conservative. I don't like Trump.
And I understand.
I never voted for him.
Well, one of the things I was saying was what I meant was he was very he was on the Patriot channel, and they ended up, I don't know if this was a deal or not, they ended up moving him over to the POTUS channel and promoted David Webb up from a midnight show to that slot, which is fine. But what happened was during the 2016 campaign, around 2015 and everything going on, he was very, very vocal anti-Trump. And yeah, I think it pissed off quite a few of his fans, both conservative and even those in the middle. And he took a big hit for it. And he said, I give him credit for that. He said he knew he took a big hit. He knew it cost him a lot of credibility, and he's fine with that because he stood by his principles. And I said, okay, I don't agree with you, but I'm going to at least say, if you're going to pick this hill to die on, at least you're taking a stand for something you truly believe in, not something stupid.
Exactly.
And honestly, I don't see how it ruins his credibility if he at least sticks to his guns and does what he's believing. I mean, if he holds truly, I'm not going to support Trump. That's fine. That's his business, and it shouldn't affect his credibility at all. In fact, if he's holding to it, it should add to it. That's what I think, anyways.
I think it was more short term. It damaged his credibility with the initial anger, but I think over time, people on the right who were initially angry, the vast majority of them came around. Like I said, I was one of them. I didn't hate him. I just disagreed with a lot of his opinions, and I would tune back in every now and again. But like I said, I gave the motherfucker all the credit in the world for standing by that. Because
I wasn't a huge Glenn Beck watcher either. I watched some of his stuff for a little while, but
I know the name, but I couldn't tell you anything.
And that was funny.
He was never one of my favorites. He kind of had that monotone voice that I just never really connected with. That's
well,
one
it was
of the
funny because he started off on CNN.
Yeah,
that is true. He did.
And then he moved over to Fox for a while until he got in trouble there. And
Right.
went off to
He
his
went a
own-
little more extreme than they
yes,
wanted.
yes, Green Arm. They're talking about extreme leftist.
Yes.
Just like there are extreme right, there's extreme left. Both
Well,
sides
it's like
need to be pushed over the edge.
Well, it's like when I hear it's like every time the left wants to bring up January 6th, I'm like, yeah, everybody who rioted and caused damage and caused any of those problems, I don't care who they supported. I don't care if they were Trump supporters. They all should be arrested, prosecuted, and if found convicted, should be in jail.
Yeah.
That's it. That's not politics. That's just simple truth. I don't take sides in that kind of shit. I don't care
Well,
what side.
I get into a fight with one of my cousin's wives because she's really a left leaner, and all her Facebook postings are about the insurrectionist. And I said, "Excuse me, if you call what happened on January 6th an insurrection, then you need to call out your own side that were trying to burn down ICE facilities, burn down federal courthouses, but you tend to stick up for that, saying it's protest. So kiss my ass, you loony nutbag woman."
And that doesn't sound leaning leftist. That's leaning wacko leftist.
Stupid.
Oh yeah, I call her a wacko all the time. I'm surprised she hasn't made her husband block me yet. But they have a joint Facebook account because, gotta have that joint account.
Whenever I've had people talk to me about January 6th, I had a list for a while. I don't have it anymore. But I had a list of like 10 links. I would throw them in, all those mostly peaceful protests between Portland, Detroit, and everywhere else, including DC during certain times. The Chaz thing, and I said, and I showed them all the sizes that had statistics, property damage, and I said, yeah, talk to me about that. Now talk to me about insurrection. Said at least I condemn all of this. What's your excuse?
Now I'm going to show something that I normally wouldn't because I don't, like I said, I don't trust mainstream media, but I like the story itself, so I will. Because I just happened to see it on Facebook, and it's like, yeah.
Oldest woman turns 108.
Yep.
Oh, I like good stories like that.
And isn't impressed with COVID.
We have some sad entertainment news too today.
What is that?
Apparently Christina Applegate now has MS.
Oh, damn, man, she can't get a break. Didn't she have breast cancer back in the day?
Yeah, she had breast cancer and everything, and now she has MS.
Wow.
Fuck. And if I'm not mistaken, MS is terminal, right? I mean, there's no cure for it.
Well, these days,
Living with
lots
MS is
of
easier,
medications that have improved
Is that
the
the
quality
same thing?
of life.
No, wait, sorry. I was about to say that same Michael J. Fox, but he had Parkinson's, right?
And Super Blubberpuss, I agree. There are a lot of people, and there are people who've actually unsubscribed from my channel because I do not believe that BLM is actually supporting what they believe it is.
No, they're not.
Well,
And there's plenty of video proof of that.
We have proof of that. We have one of the founders who bought a what was it? A very nice home in a mostly white community.
They're self-proclaimed Marxists, which they had to take that off their
And they
website because
just
people
did
found
it.
out about it. That's funny.
Yeah.
No, I remember somebody was like, they're not Marxists. I'm like, I pulled up the video and I would throw it at them and I'd say, go to go to this point. She says, we are Marxists. We've studied Marxists. I'm like, that right there tells me everything I need to know about you.
Yeah.
Hell, just recently they were sticking up for the dictators in Cuba.
Yep.
Oh, yep. Yeah, they were.
If Black Lives Matter cared about the black community as much as they claim to, why did they let Lake Street in Minneapolis burn during their protest?
Or I got a better one for her. I got
Lake
another
Street in
one for you.
Minneapolis is a predominant black community. Most of those private businesses that got turned to rubble were most likely owned by black people.
What about those places? Let's not forget Portland, Chicago,
Yeah.
St. Louis, Detroit, DC, Atlanta, Houston. Do you know what all these cities have in common?
Democrat run.
Top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this, Kronos, that's another one that, because I am not pro Antifa, people have left my channel.
And Super Blubberpuss, you are correct, because there was that one shop owner last summer that tried to defend his building and was burned alive.
Or what about that couple in St. Louis who had to give up their guns because they pulled them out on people while they were on their property?
You talking about the McCloskeys?
I think so.
Yeah, what happened in that is they pleaded to a lesser charge. So
Yep.
they basically plea bargained. Now the annoying thing is if they had fought it, they probably could have won that case, because the issue is that their home was on private property. That not just their private property, it was a private gated community, which means that entire block is owned by a private either organization or individual. Now, to get into that community, you have to go through a gate. That gate was broken down by that mob. They walked up that street, and the McCloskeys stepped out on their front lawn with guns held out. They didn't shoot anyone, but they warned people to stay off their property, which is their right. Now, the funny thing is one of the guns was not serviceable. It was the pistol that the woman was holding. And thank God, because by the way she was holding that gun in that video, I would not want her to hold a live gun.
Oh, no. Neither one of them knew how to hold either weapon properly.
Well, he was doing a better job to some degree, but still, yeah.
I'm going to walk my wife out. I'll be right back.
And the governor just turned around and pardoned them both anyway. So.
Yeah.
And I would like to welcome Darth Hester, Michael Garrick,
Wheezy,
and Andy Masterson.
Wheezy.
And unfortunately, we aren't going to get some people to realize that the BLM is an extreme left political party that doesn't care about rights.
What I think is really funny is when, I think right before Biden took office, they had a meet and greet with all the political activist groups, or the activist groups like the NAACP and a few other ones, like some other like equal rights groups. They specifically left out Black Lives Matter. They did not invite them to the summit. I thought that was really funny. Why? Well, BLM hates cops. Well, what is Kamala Harris's prior employment? Well, she was, I think, the police commissioner of Los Angeles, if I'm not mistaken. Not to mention the district attorney of California. So she's the cop that they want to take down. She represents what they want to take down. So,
anytime now somebody starts spouting their BLM crap to me, I just call them a racist and move on.
Yep. I hate all activist groups. I don't care what they are. Any group, in my opinion, is an extreme problem. I mean, I don't mind some of the ideals that they want to advertise that they're following, but I don't follow the groups, because I think the groups are in it for themselves. They're in it for themselves. They're in it for their power creep, and that's all they are interested in. They don't care about anything else. Anyways, on that note.
Hey, I've got breaking news here.
Yes, breaking news. We've got news.
And I got to choose the right one. Here is a Facebook fact checker on a date with his girlfriend. Poor blow up doll. I feel sorry for it.
Looks
You
like the
can't break up
batteries
with
ran
him.
out. Feel sorry for the waitress that has to serve them. Does your date need a drink? No, she's fine. Are you sure?
Now, does your date need an air pump?
Does she have consent? Nowadays, even blow-up dolls need consent. I need to give it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I
boy.
find that funny. That you go from having this is how extreme these people are. Honestly, you had news stories where the only thing they were showing was crimes committed by black people.
Yeah.
Now, none. If it's committed by a black person, it doesn't exist. The crime does not exist.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, but which is it?
Well, see, that's the thing I've noticed about even my local news channels. If it's committed by a white guy, they'll put his picture up in the news story.
Uh-huh.
If they don't put a picture up, you know they're hiding something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've seen it the kind of the other way too, though. When like on my local radio, when it's a minority of some sort, they'll mention the minority. But if it's somebody else, like just a regular Joe, white guy, you, me, whatever, they'll say an individual in this town committed this crime, an individual. But when it's a black person or an Asian person or a Mexican person, they will make sure you know it's black, Asian, or Mexican.
Wow.
And that's I think that's awful. You know,
that's horrible. Why would they? Yeah,
they do that, and I've seen them do it on the mainstream news channels too. So it's like, are you kidding me? I mean, and you wonder why these groups sprout up and want justice. Oh, fuck you guys. Fuck you, news. It's like, it's all how they frame it. They want you to be apprehensive of these racial stereotypes. They want you to be. They want me to go down to my local Quick Trip and question whether I should talk to the black guy or not, which I do because he's cool, he's funny. Actually, he moved to Madison, so I don't get to see him anymore. But, yeah, I mean, they are trying to make us divided. I mean, honestly, they really are.
No, they haven't been trying to make us divided. They have succeeded.
Oh, yeah, they definitely.
You don't see anymore where people talk middle ground. There's really no middle ground anymore. It's gone to like the extremes of both sides of these parties seem to somehow have taken over. More the left, I would say, than the right, because we're trying to keep those extremists out. We don't want them. Whereas in the left, they seem to be desiring these kind of people.
Oh, trust me, there are those on the right who do the same thing.
Oh, I understand that. Oh, trust me, I understand that. And that's why when I hear people talk about what is it called? Quorum, Q-arm, or something like that. You know, it's like, okay, just because I'm a conservative does not mean I aspire to tinfoil hat bullshit.
No.
You know, I have seen stuff come from right-wing sites, and I've been like, this is such bullshit. And I've called them out, and I said, you're a disgrace to calling yourself a conservative with this garbage. I will attack a fake conservative. I will go after a fake conservative more passionately than I'll go after a liberal, because at least a liberal, I know they are actually they actually believe what they're standing for, even though I don't agree with it. But I hate fake.
Okay, here's something that should upset pretty much any person with a brain.
I just got a response from the salty trucker.
What was that?
Oregon's
May I quick
go
teach?
go
for it, Tim.
Tim Chris, since it's nice to know you don't give two shits about what I think, then I will not give two shits about what you write, since it's wrong anyways. Okay. I won't give him a justification with a response.
Okay, now this is something that should piss people off. Extremely piss them off. Last month, Oregon's governor signed a bill that dropped the requirements at high school students prove proficiently in reading, writing, or math before graduation.
What the fuck?
Why?
They're doing what?
Why?
Yeah, why?
They no longer have to provide proof of being proficient in reading, writing, or math. And the whole thing is because of, get this, racial equity.
I swear to God, it's the fucking excuse of the century. I've said it before. If the fucking zombie apocalypse happened right fucking now, this is how the news would say it. Zombie apocalypse. Women and minorities disproportionately affected. Tell me I'm fucking wrong.
Yeah, no, you're not. And wait, how much you want to bet they tell us how many black zombies there are, or how many Mexican zombies? Let's start doing that too. It's like, are you kidding me?
Oh, no. God. You'll have zombie rights activists out there.
Yeah.
Zombies are people too.
You tell them that while they're eating your face off, dude. Have a nice day. Oh, God.
But yeah, I mean, that's always the thing. It's those headlines. They always do that shit. Is this happening? Women and minorities disproportionately affected. It's like, what the fuck does that mean? Women and minorities, it's like, okay, are you talking in America? Because other countries have a different view of what a minority is. Go to Japan if you're white, or China, or many places in Asia and Africa. You ain't the majority, you the minority.
Well, let me put it to you this way, and trust me, this is going to be offensive. What I'm about to say is offensive, and I apologize. However, a Caucasian woman who moved by choice to Japan was bitching about all the foreigners and I quote, slant eyes, which is actually Chinese. What's the word I'm looking for?
That was a term. Actually, Cap, that was a term they used for Japanese in propaganda during World War II.
But it's that's not a nice term.
No, obviously not.
But she chose to move there. Well, she didn't like it there. Well, and then she moved back, and yeah, she can go fuck herself.
No, that's what you call an idiot. I don't care what color they are. When you go someplace like that, you move to another country, another culture, and then you start bitching about it. It's like, did you do any research before you moved?
She moved there because of family. Family moved there. She wanted to be close to family. Well, and it's like, no.
I have a friend of mine who retired out of the Air Force recently. His wife is a Japanese national. I asked him if she was ever going to get American citizenship, and he said no, because she would lose her Japanese nationality.
Mm-hmm.
So what? And I said, oh, okay. I didn't know they didn't do dual citizenship. What he planned on doing, and his wife and him had planned this out quite a bit. He was stationed in Japan when he met her, fell in love with it, enjoys her, enjoys the family, is learning Japanese. So when he retired, and he did do this, he went and got a job as a contractor over in Japan, so she can be close to her family and he can work in an environment he's used to and let her. And he did this because he said, she spent all these years with me bouncing around. I feel it's my turn to provide for her.
Yeah.
And allow her to, enjoy her home. And, that is called giving a shit and, understanding cultures. Whereas, that woman you were talking about is like, oh, that's like when, the stereotype is, why don't you know English? You're in fucking China, Japan, Germany. Not everybody's going to know English, you dumb shit.
Yeah.
How about you fucking learn a few basic phrases to show some respect for the country you're in? I mean, I don't think that's asking too much.
No. And Andy Masterson says Japan is a strange place, very elitist. Somewhat. But if you really think about it, so is the United States. So is Canada. Every country really, I mean, now anymore, showing national pride, you're counted as an elitist.
No. If you show national pride, then you are a Yahtzee.
Okay, think about this when you guys were saying that. Cap, I agree with what you were saying. Just think about it in a little bit of a different format. Whereas in America, they try to base everything on class base, but they know it doesn't work in America, so they are basing everything on race base. In Japan and places like China and stuff, it's less race based, obviously, and it's more class based. People actually will get, even what province you're from can have a stigma to it. Kind of similar to like, the stigmatism of Southerners, New Yorkers, Californians. You get what I'm saying? But it's more prevalent. More prevalent for them.
You mean prefecture?
Yes. So prefecture and class base are more of their way of doing it, whereas in America, we've kind of gone to a race-based system. Or a race-class system, for lack of a better term.
And I didn't know that because the people I know that are in schools, well, technically they aren't in schools. They're private schools. Don't have that requirement. So it's obviously more of a public system than private. Because that's the problem. They've had to go to virtual, as a lot of places have. Oh, and that's another thing. Japan, service first. Absolute service first. There's no way. You're never, ever, ever going to pump your own gas.
And yes, Cam, Japan is super clean because they sell their used panties and underwear in vending machines.
Jeez. Everybody I have ever known, I didn't get stationed in Okinawa.
You can buy a fucking car at a vending machine. A car.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to go to, when I was in the Marine Corps, I did not have a chance to go to Okinawa or Iwakuni, but the vast majority of Marines and airmen and sailors I've known, they absolutely loved being in Japan and had virtually nothing but nice things to say about the people. You're going to have your few exceptions. You're going to have your assholes in every culture, but they said the Japanese people are some of the most friendly people they ever met. No. And yes, the place is fucking clean.
Let's see here. I'm going to have to find somebody who knows the different prefectures in Japan. I mean, there are elitists in every country. There's not going to be one country you're going to find that doesn't have an elitist in it.
I don't know what that means.
Save maybe Iceland, no, Greenland.
I don't know what that word means. I'm going to have to actually look that up. I'm not familiar with that term. I don't even, ethneo, is it ethno state?
Yeah.
Ethno state. I'm not sure what that means. A sovereign state in which citizenship is a sovereign state in which citizenship is restricted to members of a particular racial or ethnic. I don't think Israel is like that. Israel allows both Jews, Christians, and Muslims to immigrate there.
And yes, Super Bummer Push. Japan is clean because it has pride, something that is sorely missing in the U.S. You know what?
Amen
The only
to that.
pride you're going to hear about in the U.S. is gay pride. Do I have an issue with gay pride? Hell no. I don't. But you know what? All these fucking idiots who are out there saying, oh, America's great, America's wonderful. Well, why don't you try picking up some fucking trash once in a while?
I'll be honest with you, Cap. I do. I'm actually that guy. I know this is going to sound, and I'm not trying to promote myself. I just say, I'm that guy who picks the fucking trash up if I see it on the ground because it drives me fucking crazy. It's probably due to all the weeds and seeds I had to do back in the military when we had to go out and clean up trash.
I know one person in Japan that I would go to, that I would have make me, what is that dish called? It's made with the puffer fish. I can't think what it is now. Anyhow, only one.
Damn puffer.
Because they know how to get rid of the poisoning gland.
I didn't know your dad was one of my brothers.
Yep, he was a jarhead.
Yeah, most people, like I said, most people. I rarely heard anybody come back from Japan and have. It was like, honestly, Japan was like almost getting to go to Alaska in the military. Everybody who went there loved it. Now, I'll tell you this: I did not get that same response from people who went to Hawaii. Hawaii was, I swear to God, almost a 50-50 on whether they liked it or hated it. And the majority of people said they liked it the first 2 years, but by the third year, they were ready to leave.
Okay, this is a question. And I like this question, Michael T. The true difference between a citizen and a civilian. Do you put the shopping cart back when you're done?
Sometimes.
I'm going to say, because of my issue with my abdominal wound, I will, because I'll go to a store and I will push the cart to my car, and then I'll push it back up to the door, and I'll put it in the first, because there's a 2-door system. There's an entryway. You open the first door. There's an entryway. There's a second door. So I push it into the first door, because then I have to walk back to my car. I'm already exhausted. But I make sure it cannot damage anything. It's put up. It's safe. So they can come out and get it.
I can beat you on this. I can beat you on this because I will put the carts in the little cart things out there. But if I'm going in the store and I see one of those electronic carts that you see the old people driving around, if one's saying out, I will drive it back into the store and plug it back in.
Wow. I've never seen that, but yes, I would do the same.
Poor Darth Haster's getting all the rain.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Hey, at least you didn't have all the tornadoes like I did yesterday, Darth. So.
Well, let's put it this way. I've talked about wanting to visit Japan. Of course, that's not going to happen anytime soon now, because they're on the verge of going into a severe lockdown. Thank you, stupid Olympics.
I don't know. You can't really blame the Olympic shit on this because they only had 400 and some positive cases.
Oh, no. It went from 500 positive cases, 500, to over 2,500.
I'm just talking about the Olympic people themselves.
Right. No, I'm talking in Japan.
Well, you can't blame that on the Olympics. That could have just been other travelers that came in and caused a lot of that.
Yeah.
Because they weren't letting anybody in to watch the Olympics unless you were some highfalutin politician.
That you had the money. You gotta have
Not
the
like
money.
I really give a shit about the Olympics anyway because it's turned to
didn't
crap.
either.
I actually will admit I laughed at those little idiots that wanted to show their protest stuff all the time when they would get their asses beat.
You mean the women's soccer team?
Well, the women's soccer team, that hammer throw chick with the weird ass makeup and shit that she wears makes her look like uglier than my ass shitting out a turd. Yeah, there was a few of them that I laughed every time they failed.
Yeah. One of my friends put a meme up about the soccer team. It shows them all with their weird hairstyles, and they're half of them are kneeling, half of them are standing, and they're like, all your fancy activism didn't let you beat a bunch of Swedish hotties. It shows a picture of the Swedish team. They're all a bunch of hot blondes.
Hell, I'm laughing now because a lot of the Subway franchise owners, they had a big meeting the other day, and most of them were bitching about firing that purple-headed freak from the women's soccer team, saying she don't need to be a spokesperson for us.
Yeah, I didn't even know she was.
Yeah, I've seen some of the commercials they've had with her. She's like kicking a damn Subway sub out of some dude's hand.
Mm.
My whole thing is, well, if you don't like the country, why the fuck are you overrepresenting us?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. I honestly think that should be a requirement. If you're going to represent the country, you better damn well be there representing the country, not your stupid ideological stands.
Well, I can answer Green Robert here, since I am partially Swedish. Yes, they do yodel, but you gotta hit them in the right spot.
Yeah.
You gotta get that spot right there, that little G spot, and they will yodel.
No.
And we'll
Fuck
never
no.
see
Hell
we'll never
no.
see Caitlyn Jenner because she is not even going to win California governor race.
And good morning, Dr. Scotty. Yeah, if you're, like I said, if you're going to go as a representative of the United States, you damn well better support the United States. If not, don't go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
When they're doing those testings and shit to see who qualifies, if any of them are an idiot that even remotely says they're using their platform to protest or some shit, just should automatically be kicked out. Say, nope, you're not going. Go find somewhere else. If they want to go do the shit on their own time, go do it on your own time. You're supposedly this big athlete anyway, so you should be able to get press conference whenever. But don't be doing it on the stage. Don't be doing it on the podiums. Don't be doing it on the fields. You're there to do something. And Rappaport's freaking getting too damn old now to play soccer anyway. She shouldn't even have been on the team in the first place.
They play soccer like once a year. They can shut up. No.
It pisses me off too how these women's soccer says they demand more money. They need to be paid. You don't get as many people coming and watching. You are proportionally paid just about the same with the number of fans that are actually showing up.
They were offered 2 years ago the same contract as the men, the same exact contract as the men. Now, I watched another guy's video on this, and he covers it extensively. If you look at the value of their current contract, they actually make more than the men do. Because they get benefits. They get insurance benefits, they get medical, they get all sorts of other stuff going along with their contract. And if you add all those factors together, they're probably making, $20,000 a year more than the men do. And the men have to play, their contract is based on pay to play. So they have to play more games a year with their other organizations just so they can make their pay. So it's a completely different scenario. And they agreed to it. They agreed to that contract. So they can't sue for something that they agreed to.
I mean, the same thing happened with the NBA and the WNBA. The women were all upset because they weren't making the millions and millions of dollars that the men were making. But just watch any of the damn games.
Yeah.
NBA stadiums are full. Watch the women play. There ain't hardly anybody in there watching the shit. So why in the hell would you think you're going to get paid as much?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to watch it.
No. Trust me, there were people in Japan well in support of the Olympics, but there were also people that were opposed to the Olympics. The only reason that they actually happened was they spent hundreds of millions of dollars doing upgrades, making all these beautiful things to whatever. So it's like, okay, well, we spent it. We might as well have the Olympics here.
And the biggest joke I got from the Olympics was all these people spouting the news that, well, the U.S. Olympic people that win gold and stuff don't get paid as much as other countries do. Okay. Who has a bigger team? Who has ones that are getting more golds than the others? Small country that might end up with maybe one gold medal, they can pay that person big money because they're not having to split it up between so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also their contract. Whatever contract they have set up with whatever group that enters them into the Olympics. I mean, that's where their money's coming from. And yeah.
I don't think Olympic people should be paid money, period.
No.
They get all their free room, board, food, travel expenses, all that. And if they win golds or even silvers and that, they're going to make money off of lucrative deals from companies afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like Wheaties and shit.
Yeah.
Do you really think the old Dream Team 1 or 2 back in the day really needed to be paid? Come on, they had their NBA salaries and they made a hell of a lot of money off of being on Wheaties boxes and shit.
Oh yeah, they didn't. No, they wouldn't have needed to be paid at all. They wouldn't need to be paid a single penny. They still have, they still have their pro contracts,
and they were making millions of dollars being on all those covers and boxes and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't, Kronos. I'm broke. I can't pay you.
Well, let's see here. You pay in relation, don't pay the bill, make way more than they should. Yeah. And when the contracts are over, they should renegotiate them. They won't. They won't. They would for the men, mind you. They would for the men.
Actually, they did for the women too, but like that, yeah. Basically, from what I've seen, the equivalent of what they were trying to sue for is they wanted to keep their contract and still get the pay of the men. So it was compared to, say, a divorced couple, and the woman wanted, not only did she want her half, but half of the husband's half too.
I'm sorry you're leaving Darth Aster, but later.
That's kind of how they compared it. But it was
we triggered Darth, or he's just upset that the internet sucks because of the storms, and he's too frustrated.
I can link you the video I watched sometime. I could put it in private chat if you want, because it's actually quite informative. If I can find it. I kept it in my liked video section.
Oh, there were people, I remember, there were people that bought Wheaties boxes with Mary Lou Retton's picture on it.
Oh, I remember them days.
And
I'm not going to tell you why I bought so many Mary Lou Retton boxes, but
you had a crush on her.
Hell yeah, I did.
What the fuck? Where's my favorite?
That's the main reason why I watched Scrooged. She's in it.
Okay, where?
And he says, "Trust me, it is the net." Later. Yeah.
Oh, it's right on top. Shit. Okay, so the channel's called Nate the Lawyer. Is where I got this from.
Ew.
And I'll put it in private chat for you guys to watch it. You're leaving.
It will be. Glad you can't see my.
There it is.
Bandage. Gross.
It's about 14 minutes and 19 seconds. So just give you an idea what the time frame on that is.
Come on, I'm telling you, look at this picture right here. Come on, folks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember her. Hell yeah.
Or how about that? Now that would be a 10 in bed, folks. That would definitely be a 10 in bed, folks.
Can she still bend like that, though?
Oh, I'm sure she probably could because her daughter is also now a gymnast, so I'm sure she helps train her.
That reminds me, Yosef, I need to talk to you sometime.
Run, Yosef, run. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, come on. She is my age, folks, and she still looks like this.
An ad. There we go.
Damn.
She is my age.
I didn't know you were still in your 30s, Deej.
Oh no, that's 50. That's 50. And here is her daughter.
Oh, damn. She's cute, too.
Uh-huh.
How old is she?
I have no idea how old she is. She's probably in her early 20s now. I don't speak German, so I have no idea what that.
I'll have to look
Oh,
at that.
loose translation, masturbation template. He gave the translation later. That's carpal tunnel producing material there. You get carpal tunnel if you look at those pictures too long. The only way it'd make it better is if you got Parkinson's. Then your hand would vibrate for you automatically. You wouldn't have to do shit.
Oh, God. Of course, Michael Chico's there as well.
Jeez.
Yeah, but I took it to the extreme with the old Parkinson's.
Yes, you did. And hey, Tommy, of course, you joined in on a day that, oh, it's definitely a different day.
If you want to see me behave, folks, go watch my stream earlier this morning. I was only on for 30 minutes, and I actually behaved there. Now I'm just off the chains.
Yeah, why bother? It's not on your channel.
I'm still not taking it to the extremes that would get Cat pulled down, though. I am at least behaving that much. Milton's like,
Yeah,
well, I'm just going to, if Mary Lou Retton's 50, she's probably yes. Her daughter's probably got to be. I will figure it out for sure here. So then.
Yes, I believe so. But Bert, are you going to be streaming today? Because I know he's not. I don't remember what day. Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. Thursday.
Yes, her daughter is 24 years old. Actually, her daughter is McKenna Kelly. She's the one that, if you watch any of the streaming services where they play the commercials, the little gymnast that does the jump on top of the roof to grab the frisbee, and then the kids throw it right back up on the roof so they can try to get her to flip up. That's Mary Lou Retton's daughter.
All right, guys, I'm back. What are we talking about?
Hot gymnast.
Ooh.
Mute, please.
Sorry.
Well, yes, Kronos, 24 is still too young, but at least it's not like looking at a
No,
younger.
it ain't too young.
No.
She's legal.
No. Even with my standards, 21 is and older is fine.
I remember when I was going through my divorce at 25, and I was like looking on dating sites, and I was like, I put my profile flat out in. I said 21 to I think 32, because I was like, no 18-year-olds, no 19-year-olds, no 20-year-olds. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can drink. I need to be around someone I can get shit-faced drunk with.
Or at least somebody who you can go into a bar with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ironically, for a little while, I did end up dating a girl named Jessica. So that was kind of funny for a while. Everybody would, when we were around together, everybody'd say Jesse, and we'd both we'd both be like, which one? That was kind of fun for a while. Thankfully, that didn't work out because I realized this kind of reminded me of living with my dad and having to figure out who was talking to who. I was like, this will get annoying real quick.
Okay, I have the wrong one, Michael. Michaela Maroney that's on the commercial. It's McKenna Kelly that's Mary Lou's daughter. So, okay, I screwed up on that one. I will admit that I screwed up on that one.
And yes, Super Blubberpuss. I like that.
Hey, Cap, remember, IQs are on a spectrum now. They're IQ fluid. You know, we can't set a number of somebody's intelligent. That's intelligentus.
You know, I saw a thing on, and believe it or not, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I saw something on Twitter yesterday, and when archaeologists find remains, they can only determine two genders, male or female, based on bone structure.
Well, you know, that's how they do it in autopsies. When they don't have necessarily everything, they go off the bone structure and they can determine if it's male, female, and based on certain factors, determine age.
Yep.
And now we have the hashtag blame Deej going because I
Yay!
screwed that up.
And if it's a
no, it's blame Pooh Bear.
Yep, blame Pooh Bear.
Fuck you.
Joseph, you're an asshole. Of course you do. You have a beautiful wife. Who the fuck would not choose her?
And plus, she's standing in the background to make sure he says that.
I wonder if she takes.
I'm sorry, dude.
I wonder if she takes a daily account of the cats and reminds him, if one more's in, you're out.
Deej?
That's right, Tommy. You did hear a whip crack.
I'll be back.
Oh shit. I'm fucking in charge now, folks.
Yes,
now we're
you
fucking
are.
going off the rails.
I like riding the rails.
Depends upon what rail it is. Uh-oh, now Lore Reload stealing Bird's Thunder. Going to be doing an in-depth rewatch of DS9.
Well, I don't watch much of Ruler Reloaded anyway, so I don't care.
See that bird? All the big channels are stealing from you.
Jesus Christ. I finally had to answer one of these questions.
Nope,
They were
I had
like,
no idea.
I said, you know, I didn't wear a mask and all that shit. And they're like, oh, it must have been a fun 2 years hiding out and being in your home. I'm like, really? That's a fucking shock to me. So I'm pretty goddamn sure I left my house quite a bit.
Stealing.
Yes, bird.
What?
Laura Reloaded
Somebody
is now.
stealing from me?
Hold on.
Laura
What about
Reloaded is now doing an in-depth review of DS9, watching the episodes.
God?
That's fine. It's not stealing. I'm sure he's not showing it to people.
No.
Uh,
You've been on that, quite a while, so it's not like
yeah, we're almost through season 5. I have a hard time believing he's going to be able to make it through 7 seasons.
no.
Well, Kronos, that's a question you should ask Bird straight out.
And Captain, I'm sorry, you asked me if I was streaming today, but I couldn't respond. Yes, I'm streaming at 4 p.m. Open lines and Call of Duty.
And no, Harley Quinn does not have superpowers.
So I find this funny. Kronos mentions that. What about your fixation on Mama Prey, Kronos?
Yeah, Kronos, come on. Fess up. Though granted, I will say Mama Prey is still an attractive woman.
Oh, absolutely. She does not look her age. She does not look like she would be old enough to have Bird, unless she's like 14 at the time. So I'm going to say that.
Kronos, who is Mama Pry? Or Pare? Are you thinking DS9 now again, Kronos?
So we know for sure that Mama Prey was young when she gave birth, because there's no way an attractive woman like that could be Bird's mother without some dramatic something. So yeah, she got married young, probably in an Amish community where they allowed her, something like that. And
hey, I was just in an Amish community the other day. Thank you. Very nice people.
As I walk through the valley, I take a look at my wife and realize she's very plain. But that's just perfect for an
Amish like me. You know, I shun fancy things like electricity. At 3:30 in the morning, I'm milking cows. Jebediah is feeding chickens, and Jacob, wow, cool.
I laugh at all these people that don't realize the Gilligan's Island theme is in that song. And I laugh at the other people that do not realize that it's Mrs. Brady as one of the Amish women.
Oh yeah.
Oh God,
So
I
the-
haven't seen the video in. Oh my God.
So right there's 2 Sherwood Schwartz references in the damn video.
Oh yeah. And good morning, games, movies, and comics are us.
Hey, Deej, where in the song is the Gilligan's Island thing? I'm actually trying to remember. It's been a while since I've listened to the song.
When he says no phones, no lights, no motor cars,
cars,
not a single luxury.
Like Robinson
Ah.
Crusoe. It's as primitive as can be. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
That's the whole damn Gilligan's Island theme right there.
Okay, got it. Give me a break. It's been a while since I've seen Gilligan's Island. It's been a while since I heard the song. Now I do remember the who did you mention? The female that was in there, from
Mrs. Brady?
Yes,
Florence
Mrs.
Henderson.
Brady. Yeah.
And she was looking pretty damn hot as an Amish chick for her age at that time.
Yeah.
I never did care for the Brady Bunch myself, but I know it just wasn't my thing. I think actually I can tell you exactly why. Because it was a blended family, and at that time I was living in a blended family, and it was not like that. So it kind of bugged the shit out of me. Games, movies, and comics are us. Is that the Outlaw Josie Wales? Or is that from the
Fistful of Dollars?
Thank you. That's what I was trying to go. Because I think that actually looks more Fistful of Dollars, but might be Josie Wales. But I think I'm going to go with Fistful of Dollars, or one of part of the trilogy.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Now I gotta.
Sorry, I'm a Clint Eastwood fan. What do you expect? I grew up on Clint Eastwood and John Wayne. I grew up on Men.
Clip that.
Oh yeah, clip it.
I grew up on Men. Clip that, son of a bitch.
Oh, I walked right into that one.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is not John Wayne from Big Jake. Don't lie to me. I know what John Wayne looks like, and I know Big Jake. Don't try to lie to me. I just embarrassed myself for you. But you gotta admit it was a good one.
And yes, Scott, it will be taken out of context many, many times.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm not living this one down. This one's going to be the one that haunts me, I think. Games, was I correct? It was Josie Wales or from Fistful of Dollars? It's Clint Eastwood from The Good, the Bad, the... Okay, yeah. So, the Fistful of Dollars series, trilogy. That was when he was in Italy doing the spaghetti westerns. Oh boy, I really walked myself into that one, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Games, yeah.
Yeah, just wait till you see Twitter.
All right, now. NB, you really need a headset.
Why? What's wrong?
I shouldn't be hearing myself.
I'm not hearing
low.
you echo. I'm not hearing you echo.
I can hear a little bit of it, but it's not super loud.
I don't understand why that would be.
Yeah.
Is it coming off my microphone? No, I mean seriously, is it coming off? Is it sound like it's coming off my microphone? Has this been?
Yeah.
Is this been something we've had? Is this a problem we've had before? Let me know because. Okay. Huh.
Captain Trek.
Yeah.
Look below.
Hold on. I was wanting to look something up. And if there is somebody who doesn't know about Gilligan's Island and other classic shows, go to this channel, Rick9G. Absolutely wonderful YouTuber. He honestly will. I've messaged him on what is it now? Facebook before. Ooh, we got Kronos the Unbannable backstage. Cool. And we've got Super Blubberpuss. And now I'm going to add what Deej wanted to share. Good morning, Super Blubberpuss.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Appreciate it.
And it's already been retweeted. So yep.
Oh. Okay, Kronos. Kronos says, don't be a quitter. That's all, later taters. Okay, Kronos, you convinced me. Hey.
I'm not living this one down.
No, never.
No, not when I tweet out what you just quoted and it's already been retweeted by somebody that's not even in this chat right now. And the person that retweeted me, I'm sure, will get it retweeted again by Orbital Nation.
Hey, maybe it'll give me a bump on my YouTube channel. Who knows?
Oh. I see that T and Telly retweeted.
Yep. I'm sure Orbital will pick it up since T and Telly retweeted it. He'll see it. Thundercats,
I wish to God I would have to stop educating people on what a Confederate flag from the Confederate States of America actually looks like, because it gets really annoying after doing it 100 times.
They have no idea because they see the one flag and they consider that the Confederate flag.
Oh, you know what I found out? I was misstating it for a while. I thought it was a Virginia military battle standard. Turned out I was incorrect when I said that. It was a Tennessee battle standard. So I at least openly admitted, and I was wrong on that. But, I corrected it. But it always cracks me up. Everyone looks at the naval jack and assumes it's Confederate. Actually, Tommy, Yvette actually corrected us on the whole
Exactly.
On the whole jack thing. What did she say exactly? It's called the jack, but it's the Union Jack when it's on the ship. Or how did she say it? I wish she was here.
Yeah, I do too.
But yeah, I remember her telling us we've been remember she said we've been her and one of the other ones said we've been misspeaking and calling it the Union Jack when it's actually that applies to when it's on a naval ship, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember the way Yvette told us that.
Yeah, I miss her too.
Where is she at? I know she hasn't been on the last couple days. She doing okay?
Last I knew, yes.
Greetings, puny mortals.
And as Tommy says, if it's on a ship, it's a naval jack. That would be correct.
So what are you guys talking about?
Well, at the moment, we were talking about that Cap and I were misspoke about the Union Jack or how the proper term for it is. And we were talking about Yvette educating us on that at one time.
Oh, you mean the bit on the New Zealand flag? It's okay to ignore. Okay.
Tommy.
My whole thing was
Tommy. There are two things I want to say. Thank you for setting the record straight on that. And it's funny because I was watching your stream last night and going, "Oh, there's something I think I can add to this. I wish I had the link." And then later on, checking Twitter and going, "Oh, that's right. I'm part of that group. I'm an idiot. I could have hopped on at any time."
Well, Tommy, what started this was me kind of I'm kind of hitting up on Twitter, and somebody tried to say that person had a Confederate flag. How's that not offensive? I said it's not a Confederate flag. Actually, I have never seen, and I live in Indiana, where by the way, I live in the state where the Ku Klux Klan was born. Just for anybody who doesn't know. I also know when the Ku Klux Klan was formed. It was Christmas Eve, the day after the 13th Amendment was signed. I know a little bit about history. And I see people around here with the Tennessee Battle Standard, and I just look at them like, okay, whatever. Because I know that if I talk to them, they're going to be like, yeah, this is the Confederate flag. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not at all. I know what the flag looks like. I studied history, for fuck's sake. It's what always drives me nuts between idiot. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on or your politics. When I give you facts and I give you the places to look to show their facts, and then all you want to do is argue with me afterwards, you lost a long time ago.
This is the reason why they're changing history and erasing it. You just wait one more generation, and they're going to not even be able to even know what you're even talking about at all. That's why they're changing history.
Well, yeah, ask China about that tank at the square. Nobody there remembers it, even if they do.
I don't know. Everyone
China's done a good job of erasing history.
Of course.
To the Cherokee Indians having their own Confederate flags while fighting with them. Yeah, I'm absolutely certain of that.
Choctaw Indians and the Cherokee Indians have their own Confederate flags while fighting with.
It's actually Choctaw Indian.
Choctaw, yes.
Choctaw, thank you. Yeah, I missaid that. That's right, Choctaw.
All right. Before I go, because I got a few things to do, I've got my number one favorite girl down below, and she's ready for me.
Lord. Actually, there's something else you need to share, Deej.
What?
You know what it is.
No, I don't.
Yep, you do.
I'm a little lost on that one.
Just do it, okay?
Seriously, I'm lost on it.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. I can do that one. I didn't even do that on my own stream. That's the sad thing. I hurried up and shut down just to get over here.
Oh,
yeah.
And now, in the tradition of Deej, we're going to get to see something different. Here we go.
Ready?
Ready.
That's it, Deej. You're fired.
Screw you! You're fired! Fire! Fire! You're fired! Fire! 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 You're fired!
PJ Odyssey, how can I be fired? I'm not one of your wrenches, LOL. You're fired from talking to me and being my friend and being on my channel. Get the hell out of here. Go on, you go on, get the hell out of here.
And right on cue, Deej left. I didn't even have to do anything.
wow, that was. You fired him from being your friend. Wow. Wow, man.
That wasn't me. That was somebody far bigger than my channel.
But I just can't believe you allowed it to happen. I mean, I've never seen such horrible things before in my life. Except maybe unspeakable things like misgender identifying people, you know, the worst crime that's ever happened.
Oh my god, he booted himself. I honestly, I thought you did that on purpose. I seriously did. I thought, well,
what happened to Deej? I was out in the kitchen for a second. What happened?
Well, okay, he played the clip that he plays at the end of his shows, and then he booted himself from the channel.
Let him back in.
Oh, he's not even trying to get back in.
Oh.
And hashtag blame Captain Foley.
Who's this Captain Foley and why are we blaming him?
Well, he's the one who fired Deej.
Oh, sorry, Cap. I had to have a laugh at this idiot on Twitter.
Well, there's a lot of those.
Well, I was going to say, you're going to have to narrow that one down if you want people to know.
I liked what he. I thought it was funny what he said. He said it was very offensive because it was like, I hope he goes. I look forward to all you Republicans, anti-vaxxers getting COVID. That's one less person voting in 2022. My response was, then why are most of these outbreaks happening in blue cities?
Isn't it 2024 for the next election?
No, 2022 for the midterms. The House of Representatives will be up in 1/3 of the Senate.
Oh, okay,
2024 is when the presidential election, another 1/3 of the Senate, and the House of Representatives will be up. Midterm, they call it a midterm election. That's when, like I said, the House of Representatives is reelected every 2 years. The Senate is elected every 6 years, but whereas the House is everybody in the House, all 435, get reelected at the same time, or the election goes at the same time. The 100 senators, that's broken up into thirds.
I can't keep track of that shit. Damn.
No.
Well, that's
I can't
what you
be
guys got me
about it.
Hey, that's what you guys got me for. I'm the politics guy. I'm the guy who can educate you on that stuff. You don't need to learn it. I got you.
Okay.
We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control.
Well, that's what they're
Hey.
wanting now. God.
MJ Garrett, you're partially right, but you're partially wrong there, unless you're talking about somewhere else. In America, the Senate every 2 years, 1/3 of them. Now, I know there's 100, so obviously it's 33, 33, and then 1 year there's 34. Okay, let's just deal with that. But that's how it works.
It's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one has ever proven it.
So like I said, that's why I thought it was funny. Once the sitter talk, oh, it's a red state where the outbreaks are happening. True, but it's happening in blue cities.
Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
That's not me. I don't have any TV going on.
It was Tim.
Okay.
Do you know what I like about Tim? He's a pretty cool guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't tell him I said
weird
that.
Sometimes. A little weird sometimes, but he's cool.
Don't tell him that I complimented him.
Oh, don't worry. It'll be clipped.
People think it's fake.
Oh, trust me. Kronos. St. Ethan. Work over. Can you take jokes? Of course, everyone here can. Well, most people
Kronos,
can.
Kronos, don't trust him. He knows me. Guilt by association.
You know, the sick part is, in the first stream, you were probably the most sane person on who was actually talking. Because Bird wasn't talking much.
I'm the most sane person in any stream, and that's the sick part about it. I only appear to be insane because I know what's going on. The world's going to shit around me. But it's okay. It's fine.
Well, unlike where you are, at least we have the right at this point to say how shitty our government is and that our government is fucking us over. We have that constitutional right for now.
I can say fuck the government as much as I like. Krishna gets arrested for making a joke about it because he's in Australia.
So how long
I'm not
until you guys? I just have a question. How long do you think it'll take before they'll officially make Eris president?
Good question. And unfortunately, that's going to have to be answered on another show because I actually have to get ready to go to the doctor.
Oh, hopefully everything will be okay.
Hey, Cap, is this pre for your surgery?
This is the wound care.
Oh, the wound care. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, Cap.
I hope you're
Thank you very much. And again, I do want to thank everyone for joining me. I do also want to thank everybody who convinced me I was wrong. I'll say it about how this stream started out. But thank you all for joining me. Have a great day, and I may stream later depending on how much I hurt. But look for Bird later, 4 p.m. Eastern. They'll have open lines and play whatever game he plays.
Call of Duty, I guess.
Yes, Call of Duty. Thank you. So again, have a great day, and I will see you later.